Hey guys, welcome to my feeding video. I thought we would start off with the Acanthoscurria geniculata, the giant white knee, and took that with ease. She's a beautiful girl. She's about a 3.5 inch specimen. I had her when she was just a little bitty sling. So she's really done well in my care. She's feisty as ever. She eats up until she's about to molt most of the time. Alright, moving on. We got plenty of mouths to feed. Next up is the Nhandu chromatus, the white-striped bird eater. Let's see if I can lure her out with a superworm. Strangely enough, she does not seem interested. Well, if you want to see her, you'll have to see her in the last feeding video. Alright, moving on. Next up, we have the Euathlus species blue, the blue femur. Another very good eater. Beautiful tea. Midnight blue dark femurs, greenish carapace. Very nice looking tea. Alright, next. Next up we have the Acanthoscurria chacoana, the Bolivian salmon pink. Ferocious appetite like all Acanthoscurrias. She's probably about the same size as my geniculata. This is one that I'm going to rehouse next into about the same size enclosure as the geniculata. Alright, we'll let her eat. Next. Here is my Bumba cabocla, the Brazilian redhead. Always willing to eat. And off she goes. Alright, next. This is my Grammostola rosea, the Chilean red rose. Doesn't seem interested in the cricket right now, but we will check on this one later just to make sure it's simply not camera shy, and that's all there is to it. So I'll take it out so it doesn't annoy the tea if it doesn't seem interested in eating. Plus little crickets can be a little feisty sometimes when they get in the mood to eat. So we'll let this one go and check on her later. Alright, next. Here is my Thrixopelma pruriens, the green velvet, with those beautiful red hairs all over the body, and the green color to the rest of the tea. Beautiful tea. He's like, stop talking and feed me. You see how beautiful I am. Where'd you go? Oh, you went in there. Well, I got you another one anyway. There you go. Alright. That's my immature male. Alright, next. This is my Acanthoscurria insubtilis, the Bolivian orange striped knee. Let's see if I could find this one a baby cricket. Let's see. They're not as easy to sift through. Let's see what we, oh yeah, there we go. Whole bunches of them. Let's see, which one do we want? He's like, I don't care, just give me one already. Come on, don't you want that? You're an Acanthoscurria. Get it. Doesn't always take food on camera, so pretty sure it'll get it later. Alright, moving on to another tea. The Kochiana brunnipes, the dwarf pink leg, is hidden at the moment. I'm hoping that he'll come out. But you just never know. Well, it doesn't seem to want to show itself this time. So, unfortunately, we'll have to wait till the next feeding video. Although I think I might rehouse this one in the near future as well, so you'll probably see this one not too far away anyway. So, oh well. Alright, moving on. Here's my Brachypelma vagans, the Mexican red rump. And has been in pre-molt for quite a while now, just in huge fasting mode. So we'll just leave this one alone, but alive and well. Alright, we'll move on to another one. I wanted to update you on this one. I have a molt. This is the very adorable Iridopelma hirsutum, the rib tree spider. That just molted. So I will not feed this one, but will hydrate he or she. And I'm going to rehouse this one once it hardens up too. So look at those beautiful vibrant colors. Alright, I knew this one was about to molt. Alright, we'll move on to another one. Here's my Brachypelma emilia, the Mexican redleg, and I believe this one is in pre-molt. So I just added some extra moisture to the enclosure to aid in the molting process. And we'll see if we get a molt from this one soon. Alright, moving on. Here is my Brachypelma albiceps, the Mexican golden red rump. And I just put a couple of pinheads in there. One's maimed, and we'll see if this one takes it down. I don't think it will on camera, but can always try. Well, it doesn't seem too interested right now, so that one molted kind of recently. So, well, we'll leave them in there and just check on it later. Alright, moving on. Here's my Avicularia, the common pink toe. And I'm going to see if this one might want a cricket. Doesn't seem interested. Usually avics are really good at tongue feeding, but This one doesn't seem to want to eat, so we'll just leave that one in there and leave that one alone. And I'm going to hydrate this one some more, and we'll move on to the next one. Here's my Grammostola porteri, the normal color form. I just threw a cricket in there. She's been fasting again, so don't really expect her to eat. The teas that don't eat, I just consider it an update / tour video, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, she's awesome. She's the one that got me into the hobby, so she's my special girl. But yeah, as usual, she's in no hurry to pick up the cricket. But just like with the others, I'll just check on it later. She might get it in a day or so. Alright, we'll move on to another one. We kind of hit a little bit of a slump here with molts, pre-molts, not eating. So hopefully we'll get some eaters pretty soon. Alright, next. Here's my Psalmopoeus irminia, the Venezuelan sun tiger. Oh yeah, she was ready. I'll give her another one. Aren't they just gorgeous as could be? Look at that. Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, we'll move on. Here is my Thrixopelma murinus, the orange baboon. Let's see if she would like a cricket this time. Or is she just going to bare her fangs the whole time that I'm trying to feed her? I would not put that past her. She does that quite a bit. Let's see. Just as I thought. Yeah, she's reared up, of course, and is smiling. Yeah. Oh yeah, typical pokey stance right there. I wish you could see that. Maybe there you go. Yeah. Well, she's not even standing up all the way. Of course, her ceiling's a little low, but yeah, she's mad. Now don't be silly and eat. Sometimes she does that. She'll take food willingly, and other times she'll just strike constantly. And she's definitely not in pre-molt. She's just being a typical OBT. She's very territorial. Alright, well, we'll move on and let her eat in darkness, which is probably what she prefers. Alright, next. Just giving you an update on my Ceratogyrus brachycephalus, the greater horned baboon. Surprisingly still alive, and still will absolutely not molt, despite my efforts of trying to keep the enclosure semi-moist and making sure it's hydrated and all. The tarantula actually does move around quite a bit, but it kind of moves around in a very awkward way, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not feeding this one, because as you could see, because it's been in pre-molt for the longest time, the abdomen is way too big, and I think that's one of the reasons why the tea walks so funny. And so I don't want to add to that, you know, by feeding it. So I'm just hoping that it'll molt for me. But, I mean, it's still alive. If it just sat there and did absolutely nothing, I'd have to euthanize it. But since it still moves around quite a bit and pretty active, then I'm just leaving it the way it is, hoping we'll get a molt eventually. All right, we'll move on. Is is shy about taking food on camera right now, but there is my Augacephalus zendami, the Mozambique golden baboon, doing great. So I'm just going to stick food in there for it, and it may or may not take it on camera. But it took it off camera last time, so I think I'll just throw in a couple of crickets. Oh, there we go. That's the first feeding that this one has done on camera for me, so that's awesome. I figured this one would be quite hungry since it molted not too long ago and has some catching up to do. Alright, we'll move on. This is a very runny tarantula, so I have to be kind of quick. This is the Euathlus species green, the green femur. And this is another one I'm going to rehouse. I just don't like this type of enclosure. And I think it'll be happier in a different enclosure too. So the worms over here, maybe just didn't see them. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, she got it. She's beautiful, isn't she? But yeah, I'm gonna put her in a different enclosure. Hey, now look, this is not takeout. Typical Euathlus. Look at that. That's what they do. They are the roamiest. Is that a word, roamiest? They roam more than any tarantula I know of. They're always moving around. That's another reason why I'm giving her a bigger enclosure, so she can, you know, do that. She's even got the food in her mouth. Now look, you don't need to go visit the T. sturmey, because she would very quickly gobble you up. So let's put you back in your home and let you enjoy your meal. How about that? Does that sound like a plan? No, I don't want you going over there where my dog is. Crazy spider. Alright, I gotta put her back. Alright, let's move on. I don't even know why I gave you a hide. She never uses it. She's always on top of it. And she's always filling up her water dish with substrate. This is my Grammostola porteri, the Chaco golden knee. She's never eaten for us on camera before, so it would be nice if she would finally decide to do so. She's a very sweet tarantula. She lets me hold her on a regular basis. Well, I just lost that cricket. Oh, there. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's just going into fast, you know, like the porteri does, but, well, she seems a little interested in that one. I don't know. But, she just hasn't eaten for me yet. Oh, there's that other one sneaking up on you. Come on, can you eat for me for once? Well, she got that one. Good girl. It's about time. Because you definitely did not look like you were in pre-molt, so I thought, well, you're probably just fasting like your relative, the porteri. Alright, well, we'll let her eat. Next up. What did I tell you? This is a Phonopoeus simani, the striped leg version. Has redone its enclosure, done a lot of interior decorating, messed it up. Well, in their eyes they didn't mess it up, but in my eyes they did. Oh, they interior decorate like more than any tarantula I've seen. Anyway, so let's see if this one would like a superworm. This will be the first time that this one will be eating in my care. So let's see how she does. Yeah, she's interested. Did she get it? I think she did. Alright. Good for you. Well, you enjoy that. Well, I'm glad that you feel at home. These are awesome. Alright, we'll move on. Let her eat in peace. Here's my new cyclosternum species, McCullough, the Peruvian peach collard. And we'll see if this one will take food for the first time in my care. I'm going to give it a little pinhead here. We'll see. I don't really expect my new babies to eat yet, but you never know. But look at that. Beautiful. And it's just going to get better looking. Yeah, I didn't really think so. But we'll leave it in there. It's playing dead. But doing great. It seems to actually prefer it up here rather than actually in the cave. You never know what they're going to do. Alright. Oh, are you going to get it? Oh, that is awesome. Well, going to be a good eater for me, huh? When you see them eat this small for you, you know they're going to eat a lot. So that's great. Alright. We'll let her eat. Alright, next. The Euathlus murinus, the skeleton, my smaller one of the two, made a little burrow down there. And just kind of made a pathway there. So I'm going to stick it, the cricket in up here. And of course now the cricket wants to play dead, but oh, there we go. Nice. Already feels very comfortable in its new home. That's very good. They like to burrow. Alright. Let her eat. Next. Here's my Panthobeteus nigercolor, the giant blue bloom tarantula. Let's see if I could find an appropriate size cricket for this one. Oh yeah. Eating machines just like your Acanthoscurria and GBBs. You want a large tarantula that eats like a pig. There you go. Get a Panthobeteus, get a Theraphosa. You're good. Alright. Crunch. You enjoy that. Here's my Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. And this one should be hardened up from the molt. So I'm just going to leave the worm there because I don't want to destroy its nice little tube web that it's made. So we'll just see if he turns around and gets it. They're cute this size, but they don't look as impressive now as they certainly do when they grow up. This is just a little mealworm. Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew it would. Alright, real cool. Enjoy. Next. Here's my Polynobius muticus, the king baboon. I remember last time this one did not want to eat on camera, but it did eventually eat later. would rather go down to its burrow. Alright. We'll leave it alone then. Moving on.